We are
Hello.
live.
Yes, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. And I'm Hadiza, I'm online business owner and mentor. We're here tonight to talk on another topic. We're here literally every day these days so that we can share the benefit of what we do, who we are, and why we do what we do, and just to bring you into our world so you can know exactly what we are talking about every day. But today we are going on a different route. We're going to touch on personal development, the very bedrock for growth and success in any area of our life. When we talk of personal development here, it's just a strategic way of us setting ourselves up for success, setting ourselves up for development in any area of our life. We're going to touch some key areas that will use as example for us to hold on to today. And like I said, is for each and every one of us to learn. I talk about long life learning and loving to learn. It's a daily thing, taking actions in area of setting goals. Those are the things we're going to touch on today. So I'm going to allow Vida and Peter to introduce themselves.
Hello, everyone. I'm Vaida, original from Ghana, currently in the US. I'm a healthcare worker and proud digital business owner. And today we are inviting anybody who is interested. We are going to talk about personal growth development. Anybody who is interested to join us tonight. Thank you.
Hi everyone, this is Peter Donyang, a proud digital business owner. We are here coming live from Hartford, Connecticut. If you are interested in learning about this secret of making money nowadays, you have the liberty to join us, and you can refer friends, families, and other relatives to join us. We are ready to mingle with you until you make your money and be safe.
All right. Thank you, Vida and Peter, for that introduction. Yes, they are healthcare workers or registered nurses. I also work in healthcare as a healthcare administrator and insurance and finance. So we come here live every day to share our take on life, different views as how you as a person can be successful. Success here is not in terms of the monetary term, but success in your any endeavor. It could be success in marriage when we put things together as a parent. But our focus today, we're talking generally on personal development, how you can develop your own self as a person, and it can impact every area of your life. It can impact your relationship, it can impact your academics if you're a student or you're an a business person like us, right? So when you are into personal development, it's not just about self improvement. We're not just talking about the self improvement and then the crash courses that we do just to achieve certain things. And then afterwards, we're talking about lifelong process that you start today and for the rest of your life, you can put those technique in any area of your life. And like today, we are going to start talking about goal setting. Well, right. So it's good for us to set goals, smart goals. It's ideal for us to have a template, have a vision of what we want in life. Most of us know what we want, but we don't know how to get there. So when we have the idea of what we want, then the how would definitely come. And that's what we're about to talk about, just touching base on a little bit. And I'm going to be touching back and forth with Peter and myself and Vida tonight. So, Vida, we're talking about setting goals. Why is it important to set goals? Why is in a practical way that we can set goals either as business owner, as individuals, as a family? Why is it important that we set goals?
Yeah, when you set your goal, you know what you are doing. You don't just get up and start doing things. When you set up your goal, you set a specific goal to know if I want to achieve that goal. And when you set down these taxes, you align with you prioritize then the important one, the least important one, and you know which way I'm going. If this is my family time, I have time for the family time. If it is time for my business, I have time for my business. And then for me, I always do the if I prioritize the goal, I do the most important one first. So that is the time I have the energy special to do the most important one first. And maybe by the time I become tired, I do the least one second, even if I'm not able to done with my goal, but I know the important one is already set up. So every day I have my goal that I set up to do, and I make sure that I follow the routine. If I set up the goal, I make sure that I follow the routine. Every day I do my routine. If it is walking, I do it. Do my cooking, my online business, I make sure it is done. And then I make sure that I reflect on them. Is it done? Is my goal met? So I reflect on those goals to make sure that it is done. If it is not done, I make sure that the next time I make sure it is all done. That is how I do my goal. And then I make sure I stay accountability. When I set up the goal, I make sure that I stay to that goal to make sure it is done. Because if you don't do it that way, every day you say, oh, by the time you know, you skip it and go ahead, and your goal will not meet what you are to do. So I set myself accountability that while I set the goal, it's going to be done.
Absolutely.
And I limit distraction. When I set up the goal, I make sure that I limit. If it is phone call, I make sure that today I silent my phone or I off my phone to stop distraction while I'm performing my goal.
Absolutely. So yeah, it's ideal for us to set smart goals. We'll talk about your goals have to be specific, it has to be measurable, it has to be achievable, it has to be realistic,
Reliable.
and it has to be time bound. So those are the goals. And like we've mentioned, Vida have explained, giving us example how she managed her own time by setting her goal. A goal has to be measurable, it has to be specific. In
Yeah.
what area? If it's a health-based goal, you have to set it has to be specific towards your health. If it's about academics, you have to set it about academics. It's about achieving a business goal, you have to set a business goal. It has to be specific. If it's a family vacation goal, for instance, all right, we want to travel in December or whatever, you set specific goal. How much is expected to be spent during that period, right? You have to have a goal that is attainable, and you have to set time frame for it, because
Yeah.
then how will you know the measurability of your goal is important, right? How
Yeah.
will you know if you achieve it? If you do, you have to have some incentives in there, right? Some measures in place to help you measure. Okay, if I'm A, B, C, and Z come together, then I achieve this. And when you don't write our goals down, when we write it down, right, is a reminder for us to say, okay, I'm doing this, but don't just make a mental note. Majority of us make mental notes. Like in January, you're very good in making those goals. And what happened in March,
Yeah.
June, July, August, and before you know what, half of the year we forget about it. But when we set goal, we set short-term goals, medium-sized goals, and then we have the long-term goal. Maybe a whole year goal is there, but within that same long-term for a year, I'll consider it to some degree, depending on the type of goal, to be a long-term, right? But what do I want to achieve in the first 3 months? In the next 6 months, ninth month, and then the 12th month. When we break it down that way, it's easier for us to manage it. It's easier for us to do it. It will not be burdensome, right? It involve you working hard, changing your patterns and changing lifestyle. Some things that you may have to do that you normally would not do, right? Accountability. Vida mentioned that you have to remind yourself, is this workable for me? Am I achieving my goals? You have to revisit your goal. Some you may not meet them, you put them back, right? That's
Yeah.
okay. I gave myself 3 months, I didn't meet it, maybe I came halfway, and then you put it back in the shuffle, like, okay, you go again, because you're now carrying it to the next month. And some of them that you achieve, you take them off your list and you go again, you revisit, right? So it's good for us to set clear goals as individual.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vida, so much for that. And one of the category of personal development that we want to talk about is the lifelong learning. I
Yeah.
know that most of us, when we go to school, we don't want to learn anymore. Like I'm
Yep.
done with. I was one of those. Like, okay, after my high school, I thought, oh yeah, then I go to the university. Oh yeah, but we as people have to form a habit of long life learning. We
Yes.
have to learn for the rest of our life. I heard it put this way, that when you stop learning, you start dying.
Yep.
We don't want that. When you stop learning, you start dying. Because guess what? Whatever you knew when you were 10 years, 20 years, they've evolved over time.
Yep.
Especially in this age of technology. Some of the things that we knew, they have been debunked, or it's
Yep.
not even true, or even though they are true, they're no longer usable in setting in us in some setting, right? So
Yeah.
we have to form a lifelong of learning to develop ourselves personally. I'm not, okay, let me not talk too much about this. I'm going to throw that to Mr. Peter. Can you like digest this for us? Like,
Hmm.
why is it necessary for us? What it means to have that lifelong learning, and why we should, as people, to be successful in any endeavor, be it business, personal, in our relationship, and all that.
This is so important for personal development or long life learning. It's something that we cannot do without in our daily activities or daily life. Because whatever we are doing of late, we have to deal with personal development or relationship or learning. Because in the sense that, just like you mentioned, what they used to teach us, now when I go online and I see a shorter version of what you can sit down and spend about 10 to 15 minutes to solve one question. Now you can just use about some few seconds to solve it, and the answer is just perfectly all right. If not maybe for the sake of YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, those who are presenting it, if you are not watching all those things, you will be left behind because you will know the thing, but in case you have to deal with time, it will be difficult for you. I know when you are also presenting it, especially nowadays, guys, they will find it difficult to understand. And they will find it difficult to understand in the sense that most of them are interested in the shortcut of learning, which is not all that also complete good because the shortcut is only good for short-term purpose. Or maybe if you are somebody who is dealing with objective kind of learning. But the other way around, what about if they may be now we are lucky that we have AI that can easily solve almost everything for us.
Yeah.
But do I understand what the AI come out with that?
If you don't learn it.
That is the question.
Yeah.
We don't know what the AI come out with that. They just you snap if it is let me say mathematics, you snap the picture, it will give you all the explanation. But how do you yourself come out with that explanation?
You have to learn.
You have to learn. But because you may see it to be long and there are still shorter way of doing it. So some people will prefer, oh, let me, this one is only for maybe probably exam purpose. Let me get a shorter way and go. You may chance a difficult professor. They can put you through the older because some of the professors are still old. Even the young ones, the professor that we have maybe somewhere and the professor that we have here, they are not the same. The teaching style is completely different. The old ones are still going with the old method, and
Yeah.
the new ones are maybe PowerPoint presentation. So how do you balance it out? That is the question. You have to figure it out. And when you don't have proper clue, you will find it difficult to what? To come out with the right. You will know the answer, but you find it difficult to prove it. And in life learning, We cannot do without it. All the time we have to learn because things have changed for so many reasons. Maybe in terms of what is that technologies, they change things.
Yeah,
Some of the things are so archaic, they throw them away and come out with something. Even the medication that people are taking, they change it. They keep on changing it. You may go and see if you are from somewhere in Africa and you are here. You are looking for, you never, maybe you are even looking for common para. You go to the store and then you ask for para. You will be surprised. You go home and die just because the brand name had not changed, but they have a different name here, which is something else. I could remember the first time when I came and I went and I was looking for fly drive. The way I struggled, they didn't understand me. I called a pen drive and they couldn't. So I have to use my phone, Google and show the picture. Oh, the moment you show the picture, they say, oh, that means they know it, but they didn't know that was another name for it. So that is
absolutely.
in a way one way of learning.
Yeah, definitely. We have to be acclaimed to the changes that's going on in our environment, especially in the technical age, in
Yeah.
the age of technological growth. We have to be abreast in learning. And one of the thought that you talked about, like using the AI, using the Chat GPT and all the AI platforms that very very common for use these days, but you still have to learn,
You
because you
have
can,
to.
like you said, you can input your information and get the answers, but in terms of presentation and building those learning skills, it's good to use those tools, but you still have to read books, on books that can develop you in your mindset, mentally, in your area of expertise, right? If you're a nurse, grow yourself in that area. If you're a teacher, grow yourself in your area, right, of expertise. You're an economics, you grow yourself in the area of your expertise. The what we are talking about generally in terms of to have that success you want in life and in business, it could be business, could be your career, it could be your family. You have to grow, right? So talking about family, the way we were raised is different from the way the society is today. There are certain things that
Yes.
our parents could have done to us that we can do, even looking at this, even the thought of you doing it, or someone, an elder or in a community could do that you cannot do these days. Some of them, it's not because they are totally wrong, but the norms will not acclaim to the culture that we find ourselves. So the lifelong of learning is key. We have to learn, we have to involve in, and the only way we can grow ourselves is through learning. So please don't put those books away, don't put those videos away. And these days it's even easier because some of the books, if you're not the type that sit and read a physical book, they are audio books.
Yep.
If you go to YouTube, there are free books. You can get the audio version and just read. Just like how to do a lot of ad skipping, and it's longer than normal, right?
Yeah.
Invest in yourself. Put your money into something that will build you, because it's you. When you build yourself, nobody can take it from you. And you can
No.
sit and speak eloquently. You can be confident because you learn with practice. You get wisdom from other people, and people put their wisdom, their success stories, and how they make way in their books. You will not know how somebody is doing it. You may not be able to be mentored by that person personally, but you can be mentored through their books, through their biography, autobiography, or something that they have written, and mostly is in their books. So pick those books up. Either you're reading them or listening to them or through audio, right? Thank you so much, guys, for those. I want us to talk about cultivating a growth mindset. We know the value of our mindset. We know that our mindset is a set of beliefs and cultures that we use to grow up and we modeled ourselves after. And some of them are not so good, some are good. But what we want to talk about today, the aspect we want to talk about, is that growth mindset. For personal development, you must have a growth mindset. And I'll throw this again to Vida. What does it mean to have a growth mindset? What will be the benefit to us if we as an individual have a growth mindset?
Yes, thank you. That is what I said. We just talk about a setting. I just talk about setting up a goal. If you set up your goal and you don't have the mindset and your mind is not stable, there's no way that you are going to achieve that goal. There's no way that your goals are going to be met. So you have to make your mindset and say, the goal I have set it, my mind is set. Focus on what you are doing and make sure that you set a target. Make my mindset. It's just like every day I make my mindset that I will come on live. If I don't make that mindset, there's no way that I'm going to achieve that goal. So you make sure that you make your mindset, make your time. I set up my time. This time is what I'm going to do. So my mind focus on that. This is so when you make your mindset, even your energy, when it comes to that time, you yourself will feel it, and your energy boosts up so that you can do what you want to do. But if you don't make your mindset, you become lazy. You
Yeah.
can't even do anything. Sometimes you are distracted. You want to do
Yeah.
something and you just say, "Oh, let it go." It means your
I,
mind is not set.
I will do it later.
I will do it later. And later, you are not progressing. You are going backwards. But if
Yeah.
you make your mindset that I'm going to do this, I will do it. So that is
Absolutely.
how I think of making my mindset.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
we definitely have to have a growth mindset, a mindset of ever learning.
Yeah.
When we make mistake, we own up to it and we change and do what is needed to keep us going. Our belief had to be positive, right? Believe
Yeah.
you can do it.
Yep.
Believe that you have the ability, the capacity to do certain things, and you put the action behind it, not just talking about it, but doing it. You put your legs and your hands into work. You put your mind into actions that will bring results for you. You're not just talking about it, but taking steps as well. So that is the mindset we're talking about. You have a growth mindset that nothing is impossible to you. You have
Yep.
a mindset that you can do it. I can do it kind of mindset. I can do it kind of belief that yes, you have the capacity. You may be lacking, but I can learn to do it, and you learn to do it, right?
Yeah.
When you miss the target, you get yourself back up. You make a mistake, you shake it off, and you keep going. Never
Mm.
quitting mindset. Your ability to do it, and that is key in attaining success in any area of our life. Thank you so much, Vida. So I want us to touch about taking consistent action. And I want Peter to address this one because it's important for us to, you could set your mind on something, set your goals,
Yep.
and then you go and fold your hands and sit back. Will you
Mm-hmm.
get the result?
No.
Absolutely not. So Peter, take us there.
Yeah, consistent action is a key to success. One, that is where the setting of the goal smart will come in, because if you don't have a goal that you have to be following the specific directions,
Yeah.
and every day this is what I have to do to progress.
Yeah.
When you don't do A, definitely B will not be done. It's just like you are building. When you start with the foundation, when you don't start with the foundation, there is no way you can top up anything.
No.
So, in order to progress smoothly, you have to start from somewhere and follow that direction until you end. And that is how development, or in any business, we have the beginning, the middle, till until you end. Especially if you want to start with an online business, what do? You have to go in, search for the specific area of interest that you want to build your business around. When you search for that specific area of interest, you set up goal. This is what I will be going to do with this particular business. This is my target. When I go into this business, I have to, maybe I want to be live every blessed day. Maybe I want to be on TikTok every blessed day. Maybe I want to be on Instagram every blessed day. Maybe I want to be on Facebook every blessed day. Maybe I want to be on Rumble every day, in that order, until the more you are consistent, the better for your progress in life.
Absolutely. So we need to be consistent, taking action. Small steps leads to medium step, and medium step lead to big step. You have to be consistent in taking step. If we don't take the step needed, we cannot achieve our
We
goals.
won't go
Once we
anywhere.
set those goals, it's like a foundation. Peter dealt with that already. If you don't put the foundation in place, then you don't have a building. You
Yeah.
can't just put a roof on. No, that is
No.
the last step. But
No.
we have to take consistently measurable step, take action every day to achieve our goals. Those set goals, those dreams, those aspirations, they come about by the actions, the actionable, not just saying it, because some of us were very good at saying stuff. Oh, how is things going? It's all going well. And then my church folks, oh, bless, and have all the church lingos in there. But
Yeah.
when you vet exactly what are you doing, tell me exactly what are you doing? What did you do today towards this goal?
Yeah.
What did you do today? Okay, I want to lose 10 pounds. That's to me. I'm pointing to myself. Hadiza, what did you do today? Oh, I walked 5 miles. I walked 2 miles. I
Yeah.
walked around my block. That is an actionable goal, right?
Yeah.
Why? Because the goal is lose 10 pounds. What did I do? I
To lose
walked.
the 10
Okay,
pounds.
I ate a bowl of salad, or a medium bowl of salad, instead of my full bowl of fufu and egusi soup.
Go see.
That is, I'm trading it, right? So that, instead of eating this, I'm doing
Or
making a
ever.
lifestyle change,
Or
or eat
ever.
my eba, right? My swallow, instead of eating maybe two big giant balls, I just eat just a little bit and more of the soup,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? So those are actionable goals, because most times we are very good in saying stuff and not really doing. And that's why I always ask people within my circle, I don't know, what exactly did you do? And that's how I do myself. What exactly have you done that will bring you this result? Because if you don't do A, Peter said you can't get B.
No.
Yes.
It's like me trying to go to Connecticut from New York. I
Mm-hmm.
need to know how to get there. Or if I don't know the road, thank God for map. I'm going to plug the address. I need to know the address I'm going to. And then
Yeah.
I'm going to plug it in the map. And then, okay, am I driving myself? Am I picking a cab? Am I going by air? Am I going by road? All those things have to be decided, right?
Yeah.
Then what step am I going? If I'm going by road, okay, make sure my car is in good shape. I have my map. I have the address where I'm going. I need to know, okay, how long will it take me? All right, I'm going to drive the first 1 hour or 1.5 hours. I take a break. All those things are there. Those are the actions to get to from point A to point B. So we're just going to round up. Right, we talk about taking actions, and I want summarize on this one. When you are setting goals for personal development, you have to surround yourself with like-minded people,
Yeah.
positive people. You have to find your people. If you're building a career, find people. If you're a nurse, how many of your friends are nurses?
Yep.
If you're a business owner, how many of your friends are business owners? You have to have a cycle, even though you have your caucus of friends, your core friends. But in terms of your personal development goals area, if you're doing business, you have to have people in that same business in that area. You need to
Yep.
have mentors. You
Yep.
have to have coaches in that area, people that you're looking up to achieve results in that area. So if I want to pass my nursing exam, I'm not going to talk to somebody who is talking about business. They're not going to give me about
You're not going to
information
achieve
about passing
anything.
the nursing exam. They've never done, is it a necklace, right? They've
No.
never done it. So they cannot tell me. If I want to pass certain things, you have to form a circle in those areas that I can just, oh, can you remind me about this? I'm trying to do this. That person, their brain is wired for that area. They will tell you. For instance, somebody tell me about my business. Oh my God, I'm just going to like literally gauge out what I've learned, depending on the area you're asking me, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because those are the things that I've been devouring over these past 3 years. So for instance, you're telling me about business. Do you have people in your circle who are in the same business with you?
Yeah.
Or everybody are just naysayers? You have to separate yourself from people who have the same mindset, just pursuing the same goals just like yourself, and you
Mhm.
put yourself in that circle, that will help your growth go well. Now you're trying to lose weight again, turning to myself, you have to have a gym buddy, right?
Yeah.
It help you work better. Or when you go to a gym, you find somebody in there that, oh, every day I come, this person is pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna talk to you. What are you doing? Give me some
Mhm.
tips, right? You get talking, and that's how we make friends, right? Kids
Yeah.
know how to do this very well. Adults, we are so like, yeah, my
Yeah.
zone, right? You reach out to that person. Okay, tomorrow, even though you're not, but for like, okay, I'm making a head note. Okay, I'm seeing Jane over there every day that I come. All right, Jane comes to the gym the same time that I come. All right, Jane, see you tomorrow. She don't know what I'm doing. Like I'm marking you. Next tomorrow, she'll see, oh, this are here, right? Yeah. Jane, friendship, we start talking. Before you know what, conversation leads to another conversation. Next
Yeah.
time, become like, okay, you know what? You come here every Tuesday or every Wednesday. Let me know when you're here. You exchange numbers. That's how you get it. Somebody in that area. Whatever you're doing, you
Yeah.
have to find someone in that circle
Yeah.
that will be a cheerleader to you, and you be a cheerleader to that person. Now when you're having frustrations in those areas, you have somebody that understand that part, and
Yes.
that's where mentorship come in.
Yeah.
Surround yourself with people that will build you up rather than tear you down. People that will
Yeah.
tell you, oh, you're not good enough, you can't do it, or whatever, you're wasting your time. Because we all have people like that.
They
Yeah.
are there,
Yeah.
We
millions
all
and
have people
millions.
like that. People that will
Yeah.
laugh at you. No, you
Yeah.
want people that will clap for you. Even when you feel you're not doing right, they'll tell you. Because from that clap, you are encouraged. Tomorrow you get better. Next tomorrow you get better, right? When
Yeah.
you're taking those actionable steps. So that's why we are closing the curtain tonight. So I want to throw it to Vida and Peter to give us their last thoughts on personal development, and then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah. Thank you very much. We just finished talking about personal development. If you want to develop yourself, you don't have to just sit down there to develop yourself. You have to set up a goal before you can develop yourself. So if you are out there and you want to develop yourself, you cannot sit in your house. You cannot just sit down without doing anything and develop yourself. You have to take action before you can move forward. So tonight we are here inviting anybody out there. If you want to learn and develop yourself, this is the right place for you to come and learn and develop yourself. And you are not going to be alone. We are here to help you out. So tonight we are inviting anybody to come and join us 8 p.m. Eastern Time to learn and develop. Thank you.
To develop, you need to what? Put whatever you are gearing towards into action. You learn from your mentors. You learn from people probably you think they have a wider knowledge about the area that you are interested in. And then you make a good connection. That is, nowadays everything is about connection. With the connection, you will be able to penetrate into the right area. You chance the right amount of people, people that are of quality and value to your life, that can help you to progress smoothly rather than to tear you apart roughly. So if you are interested, we are here 24/7. You can join us live, and then we move you forward and you also move us forward. This is a program that we are doing. It's not for tearing each other or one another apart. It's for progression purpose only.
Thank you, guys. Absolutely. So we need support, and we
Yeah.
support one another for us to grow and be the people that we really are desiring to be in life. To achieve success in any area of your life, we
Yeah.
need to develop ourselves. And like I said, it's not just about self improvement, but it's
Yeah.
about that strategic, consistent growth that you put on yourself over the years and years to come. You can start little. It can be any area of your life at all. It can be from your health. Know that I wanted to also put in that developing your mindset and your mental well-being, your physical health, your mental health is also very important in personal development. So when you're taking care of yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, you're taking of your whole being. And out of your abundance, that's when you can give to others. You love yourself, you're able to give love. If you
Yep.
have peace, you're able to give peace. If
Yes.
you have joy within you, you can give joy. So
Yes.
when we're talking about personal development, it's not just in the financial area.
Yeah.
That will take care of that. Come into the business world and we show you how to make the money. But we're also, you need to be a healthy business owner. You need to be a healthy career person. You need to be a healthy mom, a healthy dad, to be a healthy spouse, right? So
Yeah.
we develop ourselves in every area. We want that holistic you. We want you healthy and strong physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, so that you can be the person that God has created you to be. So yes, thank you. My coaches are watching us. Thank you, Coach Renee. I appreciate your support every time. Yes, you need to be that person that you were created to be, but you have to take the step to grow yourself, to build yourself, surround yourself with the right set of people. If somebody is not helping you grow, I am telling you right now, you have my permission, if my words count anyway,
Yes.
to eliminate those people that are not helping you grow in your life. If they are not giving you the yard to grow and be who God has created you to be, you can eliminate them from your circle, in
Yep.
the sense that you don't let them be a determining factor in your life. You
Yep.
don't let them be at the controlling edge in your life. You love them because you're commanded to love, but we
Yep.
are not commanded to befriend everybody, right? You
Mm.
can be a friend from a distance so you can maintain your own mind and your personal health, your mental health, and grow yourself daily. Is a daily thing. Is a daily thing. We talked about the goal setting. You can do it. We are doing it, and it's every day. As long as we're on this earth, the growth part of us is there. We have to build ourselves mentally. Don't put those books away. Pick the books, read the books. You can, there are materials out there that are free that you can pick them. If you want to pick the brain of the well-to-do people in our society, any man, any woman you're looking at, like, I want my life to be like that person. They've all written a book one way or the other. Somebody have written a book about them. Those wisdom and everything you need, they're in those books. Pick them and read them. If you can't read the physical one, they're audio books. There's this, I just found out that there so many languages are being transcribed, not just
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
English only. So whatever language you speak, look for them. YouTube is a great resource. Make use of, there are free materials on online that you can use. There is no excuse for us developing ourselves in any way, in any part of our life, so that we can be successful. And when I talk about success, it's not about monetary terms, but being able to strategically achieve the goals and dreams that we have for ourselves. So thank you so much for being with us. Thank you so much for sharing, liking, and commenting. I appreciate every one of you for watching us tonight. Thank you and have a blessed evening. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.